Some damage has been done. Sorry. Hi besties and welcome back. So I'm super excited. We are going book shopping today. There are some new releases I want to get and just some books I've been eyeing for a while. We're gonna go in and do some damage. And then at the end, I have a collective book haul for you guys that is pretty massive. So let's hop right in. I am of course wearing my Hasselweather Parks crew neck because it's National Jessa Hastings Day because Never comes out today. We're gonna go in, get that for sure. I hope they have it, and then probably some other books. Because I seen it got like traditionally published. Why is it YA? I thought it was like adult. Damage has been done. We are gonna head home and then we'll do a haul and we'll chit chat about these books, and then I'm gonna binge Never today. Okay, I am home now and now we are going to do the book haul. I'm gonna start with what I got today and then get into what I've compiled over probably 2 months, we'll say. Starting with what I got today, I am so excited about these books, you guys. First up, the star of the show, Never by Jessa. Are you literally kidding me? I'm not gonna read the back of this. I'm going in completely blind. All I know is that this is the most beautiful cover I've ever seen, and that's that. All I know is that this is a Peter Pan retelling. I'm not gonna know anything more. I'm going blind. Jessa has such incredible writing. I know she's gonna absolutely pop off with a fantasy. And then today I also got Binding 13. I've been wanting this for a while and I think it just got traditionally published. I can confirm the font is very small, but I thought it was longer than it is. It's like 600 pages. Also, I had no clue this was YA. I thought it was like very adult, but apparently it's YA. I'm so excited to read this. I don't know why it being YA just like intrigued me so much more. I'm so excited to read this actually. This next one I got today, I seen it. It was in the Christmas display and I seen the cover and I'm like, I'm really intrigued. I've never seen this before. It's called The Takedown by Carly Walker. And I read the back and essentially our main girl is a CIA agent. Just wait though. This sounds so good. It's actually insane. Okay, so our main girl is a CIA agent. Her sister is said to get married to this guy and he's like the heir to like all of like the crime dynasty thing. She basically goes undercover and tries to infiltrate that family when it's her sister's husband, and it looks like there's just gonna be so much family drama, and it says she has to do so by Christmas. Like maybe it'll get a little holiday-y, but honestly this cover is not giving holiday at all, so I'm sure you could read it anytime. I seriously want to read this right now. I think I'm gonna go Never and then this, and I'm also currently filming a what I read in a week video, so you're gonna see either of those in there, so stay tuned. Okay, and then this is the pile of books that I have acquired recently. I'm gonna start off with some holiday Christmassy ones. First up, I got Lovelight Farms. I actually already read this. I read this like right after I bought it and I loved it. This book was seriously incredible. My favorite holiday romance I've ever read. Go read this. It's about our main girl who has a Christmas tree farm and her farm is kind of struggling, so long story short, she has to fake date her best friend and try and save the farm. Since I loved Lovelight Farms, I immediately went out and bought the second second one. This is In the Weeds. I think it's a companion novel based off a side character that you meet in Love Light Farms. I'm so excited. And then I got A Princess for Christmas. I actually just finished this one yesterday. It was very mid. Our main girl is a princess and she's in New York for something, and she has this like driver there, and they form a thing, and then she invites her driver back to her palace for Christmas, and you know where that goes. And I have Snowden for Christmas. All I really know about this one is she's like a sorority mom and he's like a football coach. They basically get snowed in together. And I have Holly Jolly Cowboy. This is like a small town cowboy Christmas romance. Sounds so fun. And then I have Winter in New York. This is by Josie Silver. I'm pretty sure she's kind of more literary fiction mixed with romance. This one I'll definitely have to be in the mood for. And then The Wake Up Call by Beth O'Leary. This is another holiday book. I read this one already too. This one isn't super holiday-y. Like, there's not a ton of focus on Christmas. And it's fun because the two main characters go on this adventure trying to return these wedding rings that they found to the proper owners. And they work at this cute hotel inn thing. It's really cute. Okay, now we're just gonna go random books I bought lately. I got the holiday edition of Fourth Wing. I honestly don't know why I bought this. I just didn't want to feel left out, I guess. I think there's a little bonus scene and some like artwork. That's about it. Kind of regret buying this. I didn't really need it, but here it is in my hands. And then with that, I had to buy Iron Flame. Obviously, I actually have 2 copies because I pre-ordered one. It was arriving very late. And so then I went out and bought another copy the day it released. And I binged it that entire day. So I'm still working on getting around to returning this. And then I got Things I Wanted to Say But Never Did by Monica Murphy. I think this is the first book in the Lancaster Prep. I think this is the first one. I have no clue what this is about. I think like a boarding school? I don't really know. And then I got Lightlark by Alex Astor. This is a book I've had my eye on for such a long time, but haven't ever bought because I haven't really heard anyone talk about how they felt about it. I've only ever seen the author like going around signing them on TikTok. Like, I feel like her TikToks are everywhere, but not people's opinions about it. But I think the idea of it sounds good. It's about this like island that appears every like 100 years, I think it is, and there's like some game played on it. It sounds really magical and fun. And then I got Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. When I read The Chestnut Springs, the first book, I really liked the vibes and the setting and like the cowboyness. I didn't love that romance, so I figured I'd pick this up since it's kind of like the cowboy small town vibe too. I don't really know what this is about, and I don't really want to know. I don't really like knowing the full plot of books. I love going in blind. It also looks really short. And then these 2 I bought just for and gigs. The new Magnolia Parks covers. After like just seeing all the talk about Never coming out, I want to reread this book specifically so bad because I loved it so much. I love these covers, and when I reread this series, which is, it could be tomorrow I reread it, honestly, I'm gonna reread these ones and save the like pretty old covers for like just display. I might annotate these too. Not the old ones though, I ain't touching those. And then I've just been thinking about getting this book lately, so I finally did it when Target had buy 2 get 1. So I had Hooked by Emily Micken something. This is a Captain Hook retelling. I think this is like a dark fantasy romance. I haven't read anything like this before. I'm interested to see if I like it. I already read this too. If you watch my reading fantasy for a week video, I read this in that. Two Twisted Crowns. It's the sequel to One Dark Window. This duology was so good. It's about this mist that's like infecting this town, and there's this like magical deck of cards that can be used to stop the mist, but one of the cards is missing. There's romance, there's like found family. It is so good. Okay, we're getting down to it. This book, Forever Never, I got this literally at like a secondhand type store thing. I don't really know what this one is about. It says, you don't fall for your brother's high school sweetheart, your boss's daughter, or your ex-wife's best friend, especially when they're all the same woman. Ooh, it's set in the winter. Woohoo! I love books set in like the winter or Christmas time. I don't think I've read a Lucy Score book yet, but I have probably 6 on my shelf. Someone tell me to stop buying them until I read one. And then we have Check and Mate by Ellie Hazelwood. This is her newest release. It is supposed to be YA, but I seen Destiny post about it on Goodreads, and she said that there is lots of topics in this one that aren't YA, really. If you're wanting to get into this thinking it was YA, just know that there may be some things in here that are not YA. I don't know, I haven't read it, but just putting that out there. It's about chess mostly. I'm pretty sure our main girl is going through some things, and she like hasn't played chess in a while because she associates it with something else, and then she basically gets in this chess tournament, I think. And there's a guy in there too, obviously. I'm intrigued by this. I think it seems interesting, and I love just like a quick YA romance. And then I got The Paper Princess by Erin Watt. This is another book I've eyed a while, and I found it at Half Price Books, so I picked it up, of course. I'm pretty sure it's like the classic story where the girl gets like plucked out of her little village and then gets sent to live in the castle, and I eat that up every time. So I'm excited to read this. I think it's a series, not sure how many books. And then we have Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. Again, I haven't read a Lauren Asher book, but I own three. I've heard incredible things about this one. I want to read it so bad. So I think she's an interior designer, and I think they're billionaires too. Billionaires! Oh my gosh, I love reading about rich people and their drama. This sounds so interesting because she's an interior designer. There we go. It sounds so interesting. I've heard amazing things, and the cover's gorgeous. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, and please let me know if you've read any of these books and your thoughts on them, so I can kind of somehow figure out which ones I want to read first, because this is a ton of books. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Peace.